just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
Sports, the infinite frontier. These are the rants, opinions, and discussions of the one and the only Sports Nerds. Their mission, to talk about the major headlines in sports news, drink beer, curse loudly, and heavily criticize their favorite teams. To boldly rant where no man has ranted before. And now, here are your nerds.
Get those words! Nerd!
Philip Ford,
Oh no! We suck again!
Max Andrews,
What are you? I'm Batman.
and Koff.
You are a factory of sadness!
And welcome back, number 32, Sports Nerds, and we gotta go over to Mike for Believe Land, since, you know, the Cavs actually won the championship.
It's not a factory of sadness anymore. Well, Brown Stadium is still a factory of sadness, but not at the Q, baby. And to celebrate this special occasion, I had to do this. Hold on. Wait for it. It's gonna play. We will keep on fighting to the end.
I might cut that shit off before we get sued. We're gonna get sued faster than the fucking Republican National.
No, we don't really get sued, Max. But usually what happens is we just get no profit from this video, that's all.
Fair enough. Oh, okay, but you know what though? I've noticed something.
What's that?
Since we started this podcast, the Broncos have won the Super Bowl, and the Cavs have won the NBA championship. Fucking Phil, who's your team that hasn't won in a while? Who are you looking to? Like, is it your baseball team? Is it your hockey team? Like, who do you think is gonna win in what sport? Because you're due.
I'm due. I would love to see that because my team that I would love to win that hasn't won in a while is the Buccaneers. Now I think we have a chance. Oh, you already won football. Oh, I got to pick a different sport. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah. I took football. Mike, knowing that I took
I
football.
got basketball.
See, I don't.
You got to do like baseball or like an Olympic sport or hockey.
Yeah,
or a golfer. I don't know. Or a bowler. Doesn't have to be a golfer, it could be a bowler.
Yeah, dude. Olympic curling.
Olympic curling.
Badminton.
Yeah.
I'm a little early for that. I'm about 3 years early if I'm picking the Olympic curling.
Dude, Team USA badminton, USA.
That'd be interesting to know if we actually have. I'm sure we have a badminton team.
We do.
But
We do, and we are awesome. I fucking love Olympic badminton. Those dudes go fucking ham.
If you think they go ham in that, you got to see. It's going to be awesome. They finally brought it back as the rugby 7-on-7s for the Olympic Games. They haven't had those since like the 1920s or 1930s, I want to say. So you'll be excited to see rugby back in the Olympics. Not like I've seen it there before, and then it left, and now it's back. But yeah.
nice. Oh yeah, no, another one that I love to watch, but you never get much time on TV here is handball. I don't know if you've ever seen Olympic handball, where it's like a combination between like sort of like basketball because you have to dribble it a few times, but the ball is basically it's almost like a racquetball size. So you have to dribble it a few times, and then you have to throw it into a small net. It's almost kind of like a cross between lacrosse and basketball, essentially. And it's actually very active. It's very fun to watch.
I could deal with Olympic lacrosse.
Yeah, so outside of the U.S., I don't know if that sport exists, considering it started with the Native Americans.
Yeah.
I agree. I think there's a lot of since lacrosse is a combination like hockey and soccer. I think there's a lot of room for it.
we just got to get other countries playing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, they can catch on to this lacrosse thing. We're not so dominant in lacrosse. I feel like it can still be competitive, you know? Like, not like basketball, where we invented it. We managed to talk the other countries into it, and they were like, fuck you every time. This is my sport, bitches.
Oh yeah, except for the one time that our team didn't decide to play like the American
yeah,
team.
We fucking got beat by Puerto Rico.
Oh man. Speaking of, actually, that'll be actually interesting to kind of see what team we field in the Olympics and what their level of effort is.
They got some good players. I think Kyrie's going to play, Draymond Green, DeMarcus Cousins. They got some ballers.
So I guess they have a chance just because the teams aren't good teams right now. Not like Argentina was for a while, where if you're not playing as a team, you could lose.
Yeah. And if you got like a stud, like Spain's always got like Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol playing for them. And Argentina's got whatchamacallit. Ginobili always plays for them. Tony Parker plays for France.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. Most of those guys that we're naming are getting up there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's why I said it might just come down to superstars, and if that's the case, U.S. wins.
Yep.
All right.
But, I don't even know if I'm going to watch the Olympics this year. I mean, I'll watch the rugby games. That's about it.
I'm kind of like you, Mike. Like, I usually like to watch the Olympics, but I'll see if it actually catches my attention or if it's on when something.
You bunch of fucking unpatriotic butts! USA! USA! USA!
Dude. I've just been hearing, I don't know about you, but I've heard nothing but horror stories about Rio in Brazil.
Yep.
And
bastards.
What?
I can't believe you might as well just move out of this fucking country, okay? You're not going to watch the fucking Olympics.
That's just.
What are you going to do about it? I'm not going to watch. What are you going to do?
I'm going to do the same shit I do every week. I'm going to get on the internet and bitch about it, and nothing's going to happen.
And that's the true American.
Yep.
Good job, man.
No, I do enjoy the Olympics, though. I'm looking forward to watching them. I like all the competition. I like seeing. I feel like it's like watching college football versus the NFL. A lot of people are more in it, for the heart and for the respect. So I really like the Olympics. I do enjoy them. So I will be watching a bunch of stuff.
Well, I guess for me, it's not. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. So, like in the past, I would. I remember, like when Phelps was trying to go for all the medals, I'd actually go out of the way to actually watch that because it's kind of historical and that's entertaining. This year, there's not really there. I agree with you, Mike. There's a lot of stories. It's actually horrible. I feel bad for a lot of the athletes because, like what Max was saying, they're there because they love the sport, whatever they're doing, and they may end up dealing with. Yeah, exactly. I feel it was funny because I was watching a thing on, I think it was ABC, where they were interviewing I don't even know what you call them, but anyways, the people who do the sailboating competition, and they have tiny little boats, and they basically said they have to continuously remember to keep their mouths shut, because literally, everyone that's told them when they train, there's a good chance that if they take in, I think more than, I want to say it's like a quarter cup of water down, they'll actually end up they're guaranteeing they'll get sick. There's that much shit in the water. Literally, shit.
Yeah, dude. No, Rio is a fucking shithole. I can't even believe they played the World Cup there, and then, I don't know how they managed to have the Olympics. It's in fucking political upheaval. There's no fucking buildings, or they got to build all the shit for the Olympics because none of this is already there. They don't have any of the infrastructure. They barely have roads to go out to some of these places. It's I don't know who got paid off or who got bought off or whatever, but it was a bad decision to go to Rio. And then of course on top of everything else, you've got shit water and Zika virus. So it was a bad call. I don't know how Rio, whose dick they sucked to fucking get all this shit going down, or why.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if it was me,
total bullshit.
and if I had shit in my water, I'd be more worried about cleaning the shit up out of the water than having an Olympic game. You know, like that's just me.
Nah, but apparently, yeah, they must have got paid a shitload of money, pun intended. Not to get that shit fixed in time. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like you guys were saying, they built all these new facilities, and the thing is like after they leave, nobody is going to be using those facilities, so they just go to waste. But yeah, I'll definitely watch some stuff. Definitely rugby, probably gymnastics. I always enjoyed watching the gymnastics, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. It's Nico's first Olympics, man. You gotta fucking celebrate.
He doesn't care about the Olympics.
Fuck yeah, he does. He's gonna be an Olympic curler when he grows up.
He's gonna make the Americans. I wouldn't even say relevant because I don't know if we've ever placed anywhere in curling.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I can't wait till Nico fucking gets on the ice, bro. It's gonna be magic.
Yeah, he's just gonna be a natural born curler.
That actually sounds like an interesting, entertaining comedy movie.
That's right, natural born curler.
Oh man, yeah. So, speaking of kind of like, kind of obscurity and kind of surprisingness. Are you all not surprised by Derrick Rose? I mean, I guess he's not even a non-starter. Going to the Knicks, and then basically, I guess Rose leaving the Bulls, and then in his place, Dwayne Wade goes to fill in that role because why not? Dwayne Wade not over the hill.
Yeah.
D-Rose, whatever D-Rose does, he's not doing nothing. That dude's gonna get hurt in week 2. Everybody knows this. Fucking, I keep on saying it. I got no respect for the guy because we've had multiple seasons where me and this dude have the fucking same NBA record. So, fuck D-Rose, man. I don't care. He could have all the potential in the world. He doesn't do shit. And then, like, I heard he was saying he had some comments like, oh, I guess the Knicks are a super team now because Joakim Noah and D-Rose went to the Knicks. But they were both on the Bulls, and they weren't a super team then, so how the fuck are they a super team now?
Because they got Melo's in New York.
Oh,
and Porzingis.
And Porzingis.
Porzingis.
But this all comes down to basically money and respect. Dwayne Wade was given discounts to Miami the whole time when LeBron and Bosh were there. And Dwayne Wade took a discount again. So this time he wanted to be paid. And Pat Riley was like, no fucking way I'm paying you. D. Rose was coming up. He's in contract next year, so they always try to restructure a contract, the year before. They couldn't come together in Chicago, so D. Rose was like, all right, I'm out of here. So I think it all comes down to, like, just not even willing to, it's not just paying the money, but it's, like, willing to pay the money. It's, Wade ended up signing for the same amount of money that Miami was offering him, but he was so pissed off at Pat Riley, though, that it took Pat Riley forever, to offer him that amount of money. And he was just like, screw you, man. So I was like, but it'll be interesting to see. I still don't think any of those teams will touch the Cavaliers. The Cavs lost a couple of players. But they got a couple of good guys that are in the D League that'll be coming up to help fill those bench roles. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I don't think Wade helps the Bulls. I agree with you. I think it was just he wanted respect. He didn't get it. He wanted his money. He felt he was due, which of the people that deserve the money between D. Rose and D. Wade, Wade deserved it. I can see not paying Rose, especially, and I can see Rose not wanting to restructure. It makes sense for him because he realized he got a big payday and he hasn't proven to anyone that he can earn that same amount of money. So if he restructured, it would be less. So I'm not surprised that he wouldn't do it. As far as
the Knicks are so terrible, they're like, please, D-Rose, Please come over here. It's been terrible for years.
Well, so
No,
interesting.
He can't do this shit by himself.
if they can get like I think 15 or 20 minutes out of Rose a game, that's it. Not even like a full-time player. I think he could actually help them get better because then they could actually have a bench.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll go ahead.
They'll get a lot better.
Oh,
Go ahead.
How many games do they play in a basketball season? How many games do they
70.
play?
No.
How many games did they play? They play 82 games.
Yeah.
82. Yeah.
If
48 minutes
D
each.
Rose, I think they should just save him for the last 20 games. He might make it all the way through. And then you might have him for the playoffs, if you make it that far. I got no respect for D Rose.
So I mean, I get where you're coming from, Max. But so I guess for me, I'm looking at it like I think the Rose pickup for the Knicks is better than the Wade for the Bulls. Is really the way I'm looking at that. And I think Rose, they don't need him to do anything. Honestly, if he can be a decent point guard, they'll be happy. He doesn't have to be explosive.
He's got to play to do that, though. And
But he had to be explosive before, if you remember.
yeah, I mean, like, I think he's getting older now. He really needs to change up his style. Like, you'll notice when Jordan, when he got a little older, he couldn't get he couldn't drive to the rim as much. You saw him develop that jumper. But I feel like D Rose is going to try to develop his jumper and break his legs. Like, that's just...
every comment that comes out of his mouth ends up with Derrick Rose being hurt.
But I'm not wishing the hurt on him.
I just been sitting here just listening to him. Just Derrick Rose hurt. Derrick Rose hurt.
Dude, I cannot believe anybody would pick that dude up. If I was in the Knicks, if I was anybody, I'd have been like, there is no way in hell you're playing on my team because he wouldn't even play.
Mike.
I mean, so I agree that D Rose does more for the Knicks because the Knicks have more talent. The Bulls don't. The Bulls also lost Gasol. All they have is Wade and Jimmy Butler. Dunleavy left. He went to the Cavs. So I don't see what the Bulls are basically like. Hey, come see your hometown hero Dwayne Wade because he's from Chicago. He's a Chicago guy.
Yep.
And so I think that's going to be the draw there for the Bulls while they rebuild the team. But yeah, the Knicks are trying to win now. They've always been to try to be a win now team, and it keeps showing up in their faces. But I mean, I think they'll probably be competing for third or fourth place. I think in the East when it's all said and done. Though it'll be the Cavs and probably the Toronto again, and then could be the Celtics or maybe the New York Knicks. But I mean, I think they'll do better because Rose won't have to score. All the other guys can score for him. All he has to do is pass and play defense.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Who do the Celtics have on?
What's that?
Who do the Celtics have?
They've got Isaiah Thomas Jr., right?
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas Jr., Avery Bradley. They just signed Al Horford.
Yep.
They're
almost kind of like the Spurs sort of were, where they'll take a couple good pieces of talent and then try and surround it with a bunch of role players. So I don't think they're nowhere near as they don't have a centerpiece that the Spurs did and like Duncan back in the day. So they're still working on it. I guess they're more like Portland more recently. That's probably an accurate assessment.
Yeah, they'll get their star next year though when Westbrook signs with them.
Yeah. So speaking, I like that segue, Mike, because that shit pissed me off.
Been a while, but I can still do segues.
Like KD?
Yes, KD. That
Yes.
shit annoyed the crap out of me because.
Oh, dude, get that paper, bruh.
No, it's not get that paper. It's get that championship. Because get that paper, he stayed with Oklahoma City. If he wanted to go hometown, go to Washington D.C. He's not doing either. And I don't know. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it on his part because from what I overheard, from what I heard in the background, I guess a lot of the reporters were saying this wasn't his idea. he was convinced by his posse, which I really hope that's not true, because he might regret it later on, just to try and get himself a championship. And I actually disagree with all the pundits that think they're going to work well together next year. I really actually think they're going to have a worse time than what the Heat did, simply because they're all too similar, and how are you going to get the ball for everybody? Now, in theory, right, Thompson and Curry don't need many shots to be accurate. So we'll see. Mike or Max, who wants to go next?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wait and see for me, because Kevin Durant can't play defense. What killed the Warriors in the NBA Finals is that the Cavs got in the paint. When the Cavs couldn't make three-pointers, they were driving to the hoop, getting M1s, making their free throws. They don't have a rim protector down there besides Draymond Green. And if you can pull Draymond Green out of the paint and then attack it, have Draymond Green guard someone like a Kevin Love or, a big guy, pull him out of the paint, they don't have anybody in there because they lost Bogut. Bogut's no longer with the team. Yep. I mean, they got Festus Ezeli, which he sucks. And they got another guy, too. I forget his name. But, I mean, these guys... Oh, they got Varejao. Varejão's old.
Oh, they got Varejao. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he flops more than he does anything. So, I don't really see them getting any better. Now, basically, how they're looking at it, I would say the Warriors are, is that it's a Harrison Barnes upgrade. Because Harrison Barnes was super ice cold during the finals. Mm-hmm. And it could have been the difference between them being back-to-back champions, and Cleveland, ended up pulling off the upset, because, I mean, this guy was super, super bad. Like go Google Harrison Barnes' shooting percentage in the NBA Finals, and it is not good. And so maybe you get someone more reliable like Durant, who can make those shots easily. They're not in the situation they were in, so we'll see. It'll definitely be interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't work, and I don't think it's going to work. But I've been wrong before.
Max?
Haters. You guys are just a bunch of haters. KD's out there trying to get them rings and make that money. And I guess it's kind of hypocritical of him. He had said some things in the past where, where like LeBron had made moves and other things like that, and he doesn't like the super team idea. But so that, in that sense, yeah, I mean, he's kind of shitty for doing what he did. But I don't feel like anymore, you get the player with the one team for, that's shit. Can't do it. Like, you don't have Michael Jordan with the Bulls for 20 years. You don't have these...
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not against that he left Oklahoma City. I'm against that he went to Golden State.
Nah, man, go do that with the shooters.
He could have gone anywhere besides Golden State, and I would have not have given two shits.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it was more the hypocrisy. It was one of the comments, not just against LeBron, but just in general, the concept of it when people asked him about it. And then the other piece of it that really bugged me was the fact that literally, I think weeks before, he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll be here. And it really wasn't even that. LeBron wasn't even quite that level of weeks before. He got mum when he thought about changing. And afterwards, he made a mistake. I agree. LeBron did. And Durant handled that a little bit better, not much. But it was just more the inconsistency in his message that kind of bugged me. And then the fact that if you're going to do that, then just say you're going to do that. Then don't lead on. Like, it was funny. Like, I guess Sam Presti, like, basically in the meetings, he recognized, he's like, he's not even listening anymore. We're just having a conversation. He's already made his decision.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man. He's. I don't know how you're up on a team 3-1 in a series.
Yep.
And you blow it. You choke it away. You have every opportunity to win. And then you go to that team, like.
If you can't beat them.
You wanted to prove that age-old adage? I love it, Max.
Hey, I'm saying it's been around this long for a reason. Fucking KD was like, shit, I didn't be playing with them motherfuckers. Like, these weak-ass Oklahoma motherfuckers ain't got shit. 3-1, they're up 3-1, and then, the thing is, though, he lost 3-1, goes to the team that beat him, but they lost when they were up 3-1. So it's like, I guess in that sense, it doesn't make much sense for him to go to that team because, like, he's just going to lose with another team 3-1, when they have it locked down and then fucking blow it. But, yeah, I mean, I like the decision. I'm interested to see if the team can work together. I don't really think he is a very good fit, but I like, if I'm KD, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I get you from a championship perspective, not from a money perspective. Money perspective, you stay.
I mean, was he making the same money?
More. He would have made more. He took less money. Yeah.
Yeah, get the ring. Because you don't mean shit unless you get the ring.
I don't know about that. People still remember Patrick Ewing, and
they remember Patrick Ewing, but then Michael Jordan's like, "Hey, Patrick Ewing," slaps him in the face with 6 rings.
You gotta get Patrick Ewing.
Admiral.
Admiral.
Well, that was Robinson. Sorry.
That was Robinson. That was like, he won a ring. What do you?
Yeah.
It took Tim Duncan getting there, but he won one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
oh yeah.
Tim Duncan retired. We didn't get to touch on that.
Yeah.
Storied career. That dude is like cool as a cucumber. I always respected that dude. You never heard about him like off the court or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You never saw him in any big time like commercials or anything like that. Didn't have his own shoe line or any of that shit. But like, obviously, like one of the best power forwards to ever play the game. Did everything the right way. Hell of a pro, man. I mean, he was awesome. I really liked him when he came into the league. Like, I can remember as a kid, like growing up, like watching him, like first started out. Like, it's crazy. It kind of like felt like kind of grew up with Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, both those guys. Just like because they were both like I was both in like grade school when they first got into the league, and then boom, now I'm 30 years old and they're gone, and it's like wow. Like that's when like you're getting old.
Yeah, when the players you used to watch as a kid start retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, kind of see what happens next year. And then I guess the only other topic that I'm kind of curious what you all think is, I think Westbrook will leave. My question is, do you think that Oklahoma City will trade him, or do you think he's just going to leave on his own?
That all depends. I mean, that all depends on his relationship with management, I would think, at OKC. I think he wants to leave because he was apparently KD told him he was going to stay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Westbrook, I mean, it's tough enough to beat three All-Stars. Now you got to beat 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only person that could beat that many All-Stars is probably LeBron because he did it. So I think he's going to leave. I mean, unless OKC makes some kind of splash, but I doubt it. What do you think, Max?
I kind of feel like Donnie on this one. I'm a little bit out of my element. I'm not sure of the temperature of Westbrook and OKC right now. But unless they do something to put some guys around him soon, then he doesn't have any reason to stay. That team isn't going anywhere. He's going to be just like Carmelo, the only guy on a team where, he's getting the check, but he's not getting any rings. It depends on what you're in the game for at that point.
Well, the difference is Carmelo now has a bunch of players now. He's got Noah, Porzingis, and your boy Derrick Rose.
Well, yeah. No, so,
cripple.
I mean, yeah. If OKC can make some moves and get some guys, I don't know who they're gonna get.
Yeah.
And, But if they can make some moves and make the team worth backing, then that's what they have to do. But right now, I would say, yeah, he's 100% locked to leave. Why the fuck would he stay?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think they're in a tough situation in Oklahoma City. I mean, they need to trade him, but everyone knows that they need to trade him, so they're never going to get close to the value that they should for him. I mean, the only hope that they would have is that he wants a max deal and that someone will do a sign and trade, and then maybe they'll get something out of it. Because, yeah, I think they're kind of screwed. It's kind of interesting. Go ahead.
Basketball making some of them baseball numbers now.
Mm-hmm. And it's only going to get bigger next year.
Are getting paid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially when you got middle of the road players making big money, but that's what baseball always has been too.
Oh yeah, and it's all guaranteed too.
Yeah, I can't remember who, and a couple of NFL people started complaining about that. Oh no, they weren't complaining; they were retweeting the numbers and going "damn" or "OMG," and they're just never gonna. I think we had this conversation. They're just never gonna make that kind of money.
Well, there's too many players.
Yep.
You know, there's only like 11 guys on a basketball squad. There's 53 guys on a football team. You know, you got to spread that love all the way around, and it's just not going to happen. Also, the basketball players union guys are on point. The football guys got their heads up their asses.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very, very, very true.
So, and speaking of the NFL, we got to talk about Mike's Cleveland Browns. I cannot believe that Josh Gordon got reinstated.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course Josh Gordon got reinstated. Which, actually, no, I'm surprised, too, he got reinstated because all this stuff you saw with Johnny Manziel over the offseason, Josh Gordon was with him every step of the way. So I'm very surprised that Josh Gordon passed all his tests, all his random tests and all that shit during this time. But maybe that was... But I don't know how good he's going to be. He's got to be in good shape, and hopefully this coaching staff will get him in shape. I think they can. It depends whether or not Gordon wants to do it or not. If he wants to be the best receiver in the NFL again, he can do it. I think he has the ability to do it. But it all depends if he wants to do it. If he wants to be at that level again. Walk the line.
I think that, or at least I'm hoping, because I just like to see good football. And I had Josh Gordon on my fantasy team when he was playing, and watching that dude blow up was the greatest thing of all time.
Oh yeah.
He's a dynamic player, and he's fun to watch. So I hope that he gets his head on straight, and you stop hanging out with Johnny Football. You do some of the right things. He's got nowhere to go but up. He's his own worst enemy at this point in time, and that's. All it is whether you want to be an adult about things or you want to fucking, bro down and party all day. Like, that's your prerogative. I got no hate for the guy, but, you can make millions of dollars or you can be some other asshole. Like,
it's very true, Max. I mean, like, a person he could talk to would be Adam Jones, or Pac-Man, as he used to be called, as to how he turned it all around.
What's that quarterback's name? He fuck it, I'm going to smoke weed.
Oh,
Starts with an R.
Texas? Are you thinking of a former Texas quarterback? Or are you thinking Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams?
That was a running back.
Not a quarterback. yeah, Ricky
Williams. It was
Williams.
Vince Young? I was like, I'm going to get a breakdown.
No, he didn't have a breakdown, but he was just like, fuck it, I want to go smoke weed. So he just he left and smoked weed.
He pulled like a Dave Chappelle.
Lost a step or two and tried to come back.
Yeah, he pulled like a Dave Chappelle and just decided to just stop doing everything.
Yeah, at his prime too. I remember that. And then he's like, oh wait, I want that money again. He tried to come back.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had a quarter of the talent any of these fucking assholes have, then weed is not an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can smoke all the weed you want. When you retire, you're only gonna be in this shape for fucking 10 years. Like, you have this short window of time to make all the money you want to make in your life.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, again, I'm hoping Josh, gets his head on straight, makes the right call. I mean, you can party, dude. You can fucking have fun. Just wait, man. You have greatness ahead of you right now. Like, don't give that up for fucking weed, dude.
Yeah, I really do. I really hope he gets it together. I just was surprised just because I can't remember what the commissioner was saying, but he had made comments and things and was questioning kind of what he was seeing, like you were talking about Mike and media. So that's the only reason, because it just caught me off guard, because I remember walking by TV and I'm like, oh, he got reinstated. That's cool. Be interesting to kind of see. Hopefully, yeah, I do hope he gets his head on straight, because he is a fun guy to watch on the field. Hopefully he still has that explosiveness that he once did that made him very, very fun and entertaining to watch.
Yeah, he's only like 25, I think. So he's got so much football ahead of him. And he also played for Baylor. And who also played for Baylor is RG3, who is the new starting quarterback for the Brownies. So it'll be interesting to see those two hook up again. So
now, I don't know if you recall, Mike, but I was fucking calling for RG3 when this whole quarterback shuffle started, and fucking you got him. How do you feel about that? Because I'm pretty sure you called me an idiot.
Well, I'll put it this way. I wanted RG3 5 years ago. But not right now. Well, I'll take Josh McCown and Cody Kessler.
I think RG3 is going to do better for you than you think. I honestly do. I think that kid's got comeback in him.
I hope he does. I mean, I want my starting quarterback to be good. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like rooting for him to be bad. It's just that I've seen 25 starting quarterbacks since I was 14 years old. So
yeah, I saw that picture after the Cavs won, where all the Cleveland quarterbacks got into the middle of downtown Cleveland. There's like 14 million of them all in the same spot.
I saw that meme. That was pretty funny. But yeah, so I want him to do good. So, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to do good.
Yeah, I'll be interested to kind of
We'll see Game 5.
Game 5.
We'll see
in the preseason.
Josh Gordon.
You know who they
Josh
play
Gordon
that week?
comes back Game 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean that.
You know who they play that week? The Patriots, and you know who's coming back that week is Tom Brady.
Fucking Tom Brady.
Tom fucking Brady. Jesus Christ himself. And he's going to carve the Browns up like Thanksgiving Day turkey.
Tom Brady's going to be like, you're going to die, bitch. I'm coming out of the booth.
He's going to be like, say hello to your mother for me, and then cut you.
He's going to fucking deflate your balls.
Yeah, right.
Well, he'll deflate his own balls and then beat you with it.
No, I mean, I think he's learned his lesson. He's going to have to sit on that suspension. He's going to choke on it. Fucking, I'm glad that justice was served, and I'm glad we can stop talking about it.
Until we keep talking about it, until it's over.
But we choose to joke about it. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
That's
true.
The pressure is lifted. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
But we're still going to talk about it, though.
Well, I mean, he's fucking Tom Brady.
He is Tom Brady. Touchdown, Tommy Brady.
Touchdown, Tommy. Yeah, fucking Pats.
Oh,
Drinking beers.
I think we're winding down. Do we have anything else?
I was gonna say that the only thing. I mean, I gotta gloat. I should have worn my Buccaneers shirt since Winston lost 30 pounds and actually seems to be talking the talk. So I'm getting excited. Probably prematurely, but hopefully not.
Whatever.
Hey, man who doesn't have a quarterback. Who's your quarterback?
Yeah, who is your quarterback?
I mean, okay, no, I would be upset, except we didn't have a quarterback last season either, and we managed to win the goddamn Super Bowl. So
No. You still had Peyton Manning. He qualified.
No, we didn't. That dude was not Peyton Manning.
Oh, he had the brain of Peyton. His body just wasn't there.
It's just weird. It was Steve from accounting.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, Your little Peyton clone doesn't, yeah, it was all right. Knock off Peyton, but that bullshit quarterback wasn't enough to get us to the Super Bowl. So obviously we don't need fucking, because like Peyton Manning sets all the records in the world, loses in the playoffs. Fucking can barely walk around the field, wins the Super Bowl. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, you have the Brockweiler filling in there for him for a while, so.
Fucking Brock Osweiler, give me a goddamn break. I can't believe that dude got paid.
He got paid.
You know who else got paid? He's your boy, Von Miller.
Oh my God, he got paid. What was that, $115 million?
It's like 60-something guaranteed.
Yeah, he better be good for a while, man.
Yeah. He better be really good.
And then
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
$20
million a year good.
Yeah, which remember the last
he ain't even close to that basketball money.
That's true. But I remember the last defensive lineman that got paid like that, and we saw what he did, Mario Williams, for back half of his career.
Yeah.
Just recently got released by the Bills. And then speaking of getting released, what's that? Go ahead, Max.
I think Von Miller's got some years left in him though, so he's not at the point where we're worried about the decline of Von Miller.
Mario Williams should have had a few years left too, man. Because he was with the Texans.
Yeah.
He left. Got his second big contract.
But what was I gonna say though? Von Miller's still very much in his prime though. I mean,
it's true.
He is. I just don't know if he's gonna, he has to have like a Super Bowl, caliber like performance every game, or like pretty darn close to like justify that money.
Oh yeah, and then the only thing that was also interesting is I guess the Rams are all in on their new rookie quarterback. I think it's Goff, because they've agreed to release Nick Foles.
Yeah, they cut Nick Foles. Yeah, that was something. That's weird. I thought Nick Foles was going to be a good quarterback. He did really good with the Eagles that one year. And then
I think the Broncos are going to pick him up.
That actually wouldn't be a bad pickup. He can compete with Sanchez.
I'll trade you. Huh? Go ahead.
Goddamn Paxton Lynch.
Oh yeah, that's your rookie. I forgot about that.
Hey, I'll trade you RG3 for Von Miller.
Done. Yeah, man. RG3, he's making a comeback, dude.
I would go with proven talent.
I'm telling you, he's making the comeback.
Nice. Oh, yeah, that's all I got. We ran through the
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the Browns go to the playoffs and then end up losing to the Broncos.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised too, because that's impossible if they lost to the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
They'll lose to the Broncos in the playoffs then.
I don't know. I just don't expect much. No respect, Max, but I don't expect the Broncos to necessarily make the playoffs. I expect them to be fighting for a wild card spot.
Broncos win Super Bowls in twos, bro.
In twos. I mean, we can go back to the 80s when they would lose them in twos as well.
Yeah, they lose them in twos.
We lose them in like sevens and eights.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, it was good getting back together.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely have to try and keep this going so that way our fans can enjoy us. Right, Jason?
Our one fan. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, man.
Hey, that's who we do it for.
You know? It's for the love.
Do it for the fans.
For the love and for the culture, you know?
That's right. And, of course, the big fat paycheck that comes with it.
Oh yeah, that sweet, sweet Audible money.
Audible? What is this you speak of?
www.audibletrial.com/3geeks. Go ahead and plug that in there. Get a book for free on the internet. Have some random dude read it to you. and feel good about yourself. Audible.com, over 180,000 possible titles to choose from. If they don't have a book for you, you don't like books.
Is that part of their slogan? You know, you
It
don't
is
like
now.
Max wrote it for him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm about to get paid. I'm making that Audible money.
Hey, where's our cut of that Audible money?
I'll cut you guys in. Don't worry. The watches is in the mail.
The watch, I love it. It's our retirement gift.
Yeah, right.
You know, get that shiny Rolex. Show little Nico how shit's done. Bam, Rolex.
That's not a Lolex?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's talking about now. Nico would probably put that watch in his mouth, chew on it a little bit, and then throw it on the ground.
Dude, whatever. Nico's gonna freaking take that watch onto the ice and curl it.
He can barely stand. He can't even walk.
Dude, I'm telling you, put him on ice and see what happens. That dude's gonna be a god.
We're gonna put him on a beach tomorrow.
There you go.
Dude,
Turn him
I'm
into a
telling you,
swimmer.
Call. You're going the wrong way. Go to Canada.
You're going the wrong way. I think he's got to wait till winter,
Wrong way.
even in Canada.
It's always winter in Canada.
No, you go north enough in Canada, you'll find some winter.
You'll find some winter.
And Wolverine just hanging out in the woods.
You know?
All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. That's Mike, Max, and Phil.